the road and hungry for a win against an Eastern Conference rival. The Miami Heat are ready for this thing to get started. 2K Sports is proud to present NBA basketball. Alongside Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. Just a single game at home. After this one, it's back on the road for the Bulls. Well, they're certainly excited about this one, and they'll be laying it all on the line as the intensity is palpable. Two top caliber teams facing off on the hardwood to do battle.
Well, anything less than the kind of success they've had this season would have been a major disappointment for this team and its fans. I mean, that's never become an issue, though. I mean, they're rolling.
How about steamrolling, Steve? I mean, this season has been one where they've gathered a nice bit of momentum as we move towards the postseason, and they're going to be very dangerous come that time.
So the opening lineup for the Heat: Clutch in its shooting guard. Al Harrington is out there with LeBron James, and there's Haslam, and it's Wade in at the one. And for the Bulls, their front court: Luol Deng, Carlos Boozer, and Joakim Noah in the middle. Richardson out there with Derrick Rose, and it's good.
Well, guys, Eric Spoelstra is really a young coach, but he's worked his way up from video coordinator to being one of the outstanding head coaches in the league. To be where he is, coaching one of the very elite teams in the NBA in Miami, you couldn't ask for a better position or a better opportunity. But I really have great respect and admiration for the way he's handled that and grown into that position. It's one of the better stories in the league in my mind.
On defense, the Bulls, they defeated the Hornets in their last game.
And there's no question what the overriding factor was in that game, Clark. It was the big edge they had on the glass.
Well, the level of energy they had in the win, Steve, was what impressed me. I mean, it was lacking on the other side, and it really showed through the rebounding numbers.
Well, you talk about the job that Eric Spoelstra has done for the Heat, Clark. A young coach, certainly, but he's earned the opportunity to coach this roster. And he's shown that he's up to the task. One of the brightest young coaches in the game.
Now here's Rose. He picked up 30 points in their last win against New Orleans.
And a gigantic game for him at the free throw line. I mean, he was initiating contact and really hunting those whistles from the referees. Yeah, very opportunistic defense there, leading to those points.
That's exactly what they'll do to you, Steve. They will pounce on your mistakes.
Richardson. Deng with the screen for Richardson. On the wing, Deng releases. And it's Wade with the rebound.
The defense got away with one there. I mean, usually he'll hurt you if you give him that kind of a shot.
Lets it go with a three. Rebound by the Bulls. Noah's got his third rebound tonight, and playing the Heat here for the second time.
Yeah, they allowed far too many open looks in that game, guys.
Can't disagree with you there, Steve. I mean, that's exactly what did them in. They didn't apply nearly enough pressure on their shooters. You know, the Bulls have been a regular fixture in the playoffs since joining the league, literally. I mean, with the help of Michael Jordan, they have become, along with the Celtics and Knicks, one of the most storied franchises in the Eastern Conference.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Kevin, I had a chance to talk with head coach Eric Spoelstra. He said that their defensive focus, no surprise, will be trying to keep Derrick Rose out of the lane. He added, "You know he's come a long way as an outside shooter, but he's a pick-your-poison type of player. We can't let him get into the paint." Makes sense, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. Here's Noah. Rebound by the Heat. And with 6 banners hanging up in Chicago, the city has really cultivated a lot of pride and winning tradition here with the Bulls. And, you know, Steve, that goes a long way. You were a Bull player at one time. You know all about that pride.
Yeah, no better place to play in the NBA than Chicago. When you're winning, the whole city loves it. Obviously, Michael Jordan was the main reason for that era. But so much history now before the Bulls, and they sell out game after game. Unbelievable fan support.
And here's Rose after Al Harrington hitting the three. Rose kicks to Deng. Clock at 6. Pass to Richardson. Boozer. And it's Haslam with the rebound.
Carlos Boozer is a guy who increasingly over the years has leaned on that jump shot. He could always make the shot, but early on in his career spent more time down on the block. Now with Chicago, we see him more at that elbow area.
Rose kicks to Richardson. In low to Boozer. to stop the run, and he zips to the basket and lays it in. Boozer's got his first points of the game.
And you know, guys, for Carlos Boozer, using that jump shot that you mentioned, I think helped him blend better with Joakim Noah. They can both bang inside, but Boozer has the ability to step out and be effective. And I think it opened up things for him offensively, but also for Joakim Noah to get to that offensive glass, too. That was a nice finish to an excellent possession.
LeBron kicks to Wade. And that is good. Wade's got 6.
A great move to the hoop, capped off with the finger roll. He's an outstanding finisher in close.
Kicks it to Richardson. Boozer, he's guarded by Harrington. The 10-footer. Carlos Boozer again. So the Heat, their last game, a win against the Atlanta Hawks.
Boy, they were so good offensively in that game. It seemed like they had an open man to go to every time down the floor. Probably wasn't the best defensive effort that we've seen from their opponent.
Well, they should get some of the credit for that. I mean, they threw a few new wrinkles into their game plan, and the defense wasn't ready for it.
And it's Richardson slamming it down.
There's one thing about the alley-oop. You can't fire the pass in there. You got to have some air under that pass. It needs a little hang time.
That's exactly right. A lot of finesse, just like that one was. Perfectly thrown.
And that's what makes the play so much fun to watch. There's finesse on the front end, but then power on the end.
Now here's Rose. He has 5. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
You know, Derrick Rose, until last year, really was one of the most durable players in the NBA. But back spasms, a groin issue, a sprained ankle, really kept him out of a big chunk of last year. So we'll see if he's able to get to the point where he can get back to that durable self.
And the Bulls making a change here. Gibson's checked in.
When he goes hard to the rim like that, the defenders should just save their energy and let him go.
Well, he was nearly able to get there. Just a step slow.
I think he was lucky he didn't get all the way there. I mean, he may have gotten run over.
Chicago with the ball. The Heat getting the bucket. Rose with the ball. Wade picks him up. Rose attacking. Dang up top. Over LeBron. And there's Dang. That's good on the assist by Rose. And for Rose last season, really a number of injuries. He missed more than 20 games in the regular season with a bad toe and a back injury. And it was on and on. He just could not stay healthy.
Yeah, he couldn't find any traction, and then he tore his ACL in the first round of the playoffs, Kevin. So as he comes back from that, Chicago will be looking for every edge they can to try to keep him healthy and ready for the long haul.
Here's Rose after the made shot from Dwayne Wade. Rose passes to Richardson. Now Harrington grabs the board.
This guy's a good three-point shooter, but that was probably from a little bit too far.
Yeah, not what I would call working to get the best shot either.
Here's Clutch. Shoots the 3. Rebound by Carlos Boozer. Now here's Rose. He's got 7. Over Harrington. It's Chicago with another win.
Points in the paint has been the main course, or main entree, if you will. They just keep pounding it inside.
Well, they're seeing no resistance defensively in the paint area, so the defense has got to be tougher. It has been all offense here early.
It sure has been. I mean, both teams clicking, and it's been an entertaining game as well, guys.
Now, here's Richardson. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Hornets in New Orleans.
And he did some nice work on the boards, too, Kevin. That was definitely a factor in that game as well.
Boozer against Haslam. Boozer dishes to Rose. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Rose has got 12 in the game. The dish now to Harrington. Here's Clutch. Spins to the middle. Outside for Harrington. Poked away. And there's the feed to LeBron. With 1 on the clock. Good. He's got 6.
Love the finish there. Not much defense, though.
Bulls trail by 4. Chicago calls timeout. 51 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Clutch. Lets it go from deep. Goes up again. The layup good by Wade. Wade's got 10.
What a quarter for him, and with this lead, I mean, they might as well just ride him the rest of the night.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Rose goes in. And that one's good. He's got 14.
He continues to fill it up. Just one miss in his 6 attempts.
And finished off by LeBron.
Well, I'll tell you what, they are dialed in offensively, guys. I think they look really well prepared for this game.
And they've rode that early hot streak to a big lead here in the first.
And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Heat lead by 10.
On stands now. Grab the latest issue of 2K Style Magazine. Clutch with top billing. An NBA idol dressed for success.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Heat?
Now, the key has been the rebounding department. This club dominating the paint area. And if this continues, they'll be in great shape.
Well, they've done two things. They've limited second chances, and they've been able to flex their muscle down low.
On the court for Miami here in the second. Clutch in at the 3. Norris Cole and Dwayne Wade combine at guard. Haslam's out there with LeBron James. He feeds it to Haslam. He dishes it to Wade. Good ball movement here by the Heat. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Clutch. And it goes. That's good. And while we're thinking about him, did you guys catch his comments at the press conference after their last game?
Guys, we always hear things about good teammates, and he certainly seems to be one of them. He has nothing but positive things to say about the rest of his team.
Well, when you talk up your teammates as much as he does, it's going to pay off. I mean, they become more confident. They respect you. They appreciate you. And now all of a sudden, it brings the team a little bit closer together.
Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Back to Wade. Dunks it down.
He's so dangerous. Anytime he gets the ball in his hands and gets some momentum going towards the basket.
Outside Robinson. Back to Gibson. The shot is off.
Well, you look at Tom Thibodeau, and remember, he was Doc Rivers. And
look out! Wow.
You know, that's something he's capable of every trip down.
And it's just impossible to get tired of.
Yeah, there's always this excitement, this aura that surrounds him, guys, and the crowd senses it.
And that last replay, courtesy of Sprite, backing down his day. Into Noah. It's blocked.
They continue to pull down misses, and that's how they're maintaining this lead.
Yeah, well, one and done is the recipe for continuing to hold on to a lead. You don't want to let the other team back in.
Rose kicks to Hamilton. Wade with the block. Out of bounds, Bulls ball. Chicago keeps possession. And how about we check out the group of rookies with the best percentages from the charity stripe this season. And you look at Clutch, second in the NBA. So great from the line.
He needs to continue getting to the free throw line as much as possible because he's pretty deadly once he gets there.
And that's what can take rookies a little time to learn, Steve. Knocking down your free throws is one thing, but getting to the line with aggressive, smart play is the hard part.
And Cole kicks to Wade. Covered by Hamilton. Easy shot. No good from Wade. Bulls trail by 8. Hamilton the pass to Boozer. Rose. The 11-footer. And good on the basket. Book it. Rose has got 16.
We've seen some great shooting from him today. They've got to lean on him a little bit more.
Here's Clutch. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. And the Heat lead by 8.
Well, he's one of their anchors at the offensive end, guys, because he can make plays like that all the time.
And it's Rose penetrating. Rebound by the Heat. At one point, they led by 16.
Excellent job carving out space under the glass to make that putback possible.
Here's Clutch. Open look. Pass to Harrington. And Boozer with the block. Hamilton against Wade. Second chance shot. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
I think the best quality for Noah is the energy that he brings to the game, Kevin. He's got long arms, he can rebound, he can handle the ball, he can make plays, but really it's just the impact he has with his effort and his energy that's most impressive.
But he's so unselfish. I love that about him, and he's a real demon on the backboards. An outstanding offensive rebounder. He's a good passer, too. If he sees an open teammate, he won't hesitate to move the rock. And he's accurate with his passes, too. They're hovering around 50% for the game in three-pointers. That's pretty good. But they've really elevated here in the second quarter.
Rose kicks to Dang. He kicks it to Noah. The pass to Gibson. It's Richardson on the wing. But they get it back. Lobs the alley-oop pass. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession.
And we get a chance to check out the story on Luol Deng. This is the kind of play they love to see from him when he's just controlling things out there. 12th in blocks. And he's been locked in from behind the arc, guys. He's in the top 20 in the NBA in three-point field goal percentage.
You know, Steve, something else that you pointed out was that his interior defense hasn't been too shabby at all. I mean, he's got some terrific block numbers.
Well, if you're a Bulls fan, you've got to love Taj Gibson. Great defender. He can rebound, block shots, and got a nice mid-range jump shot. Incredibly versatile as a defender. One of the keys to that Bulls defense.
Richardson dishes to Dang. Over LeBron. And the Bulls with another miss. The Heat leading by 10. To the inside. Wade drops in the layup for 2. Wade's got 6 points in the quarter. We talk about Taj Gibson out of USC. And we've said it before, but what a steal, Clark, with the 26th pick in the draft.
And, you know, that's a big part of how you become a contender. You need star talent, certainly, Kevin. We know that. But you also need to be able to draft some players that play above their draft pick. And he certainly is one of those guys. Very versatile, tough-minded, a good two-way player.
And that one's good by Noah.
It looks like he's finding his touch now because the shots are starting to fall.
And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. Take a look at the Heat. And, of course, Chicago. Just need to take it a game at a time.
Checking out Miami, they've done it again this season. Established themselves as one of the league's elite teams.
And, you know, that's really the mark of a great franchise, Clark, when you can do it over and over again, particularly when the expectations are high because the pressure's on, and all you can do is continue to work and compete and try to perform at the same level you've been at, and that's exactly what this team's doing.
Now Harrington grabs the board. Harrington's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
Shot seems to be a little awry today, just off a fraction. They've got to have him pick it up, though, and soon. And not much resistance on that jam.
Yeah, defensively, you're right. Not a great sequence.
Well, they lost track of him, and they paid the price.
Rose with the ball. Wade picks him up. Off the screen. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
When I think about Joakim Noah, the first word that comes to my mind is pass.
And so we wrap up the first half. It's the Heat up 7. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
Now, presented by Sprint.
And it's been a great game out in Chicago. Thanks for...
A gorgeous view of the Chicago skyline as we welcome you back.
Nice numbers from D. Wade. He has 18 points, then his huge assist tally makes it all the more impressive.
Well, and he's got this team in such a good groove right now. The way he's moving the ball and passing, getting everybody involved, they're in a great flow.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at the Bulls. Luol Deng, Carlos Boozer, and Joakim Noah the front.
Oh, what a throwdown there, man!
Tell you what, when he gets going strong to the hoop, there's almost nothing the defense can do.
And that replay sponsored by Sprite, giving us a great look at that one. Back to Rose. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Rose has got 20.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
Goes up. Good. And the Heat lead by 9.
They continue to barrel their way inside, and when's the defense going to adjust?
Well, I'm asking the same question myself, partner. I mean, that's 8 points out of their last 10 coming inside.
Richardson, good.
Something has to change, guys. That's 10 straight points coming in the paint against this team.
Well, they got to collapse in there, and everybody's got to be conscious of it. It's a team effort in protecting the paint. Control the ball, and then everybody's got to get in there and keep the defense locked down.
Now, the offensive efficiency has been really important. I think that's been the difference.
Well, you know, I think it's pretty simplistic, but it does oftentimes come down to this, making shots, and that's what they've done.
Here's Boozer. Shot's good. Boozer's got 8.
Good start for this offense. They're shooting 3 of 4 now from the field, so offense in a good groove.
Wade kicks to LeBron. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Well, that certainly sent a ripple through the crowd.
Yeah, no, alley-oop always does that. One of the most beautiful plays you'll see in all of basketball. Yeah, it's impossible not to be impressed.
Yep, very exciting play to see that.
Especially when it ends with that big slam like that one.
Wade passes to Harrington. Over Rose. Harrington can't get it to go.
You gotta like the defense not quitting on the play and getting a hand in the face.
Sure do. With a tough defender breathing down your neck, that makes it not an easy shot.
Who's it? Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. LeBron against Deng. The drive by Wade, and the shot is good. Wade's got 4 this quarter.
You know, he's given them a nice scoring option through most of this game.
Chicago calls timeout.
You know, it's hard to think of a better athlete than LeBron James, but when you talk agility and fluidity on the basketball court, I don't think you can do any better than Dwayne Wade.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Rose off the pick from Boozer. Rose goes in. And that one's good. Rose has got 22 points.
And Steve, you mentioned it. Wade's great agility. You talked about it. And that quality for me is really a big part of what makes him so special and fun to watch. He glides through defenders with such grace and such control. Whereas LeBron has that ability, but when he attacks, it's more smash mouth. He's coming at you and through you with force that we've rarely seen in an NBA body.
Knocked away. It's stolen by Wade. And here we go. Fast break. Wade's got it. He passes to LeBron. Over Richardson. Kept alive. Dishes it to Haslam. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Yeah, he got whacked. Shouldn't be much debate on that one.
Yeah, that was as straightforward as it gets, guys.
The Heat have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this game.
Well, you got to like the free throw shooting from this club all season long. They're shooting 81%. Those are impressive numbers.
That's been one of the strongest aspects of this team this season. I mean, there have been very few off nights for them at the free throw line.
And it's Rose missing. The Heat leading by 11. The drive by Wade. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. LeBron's now got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Rose with the ball. He's got 22. Noah, he's guarded by Haslam. Noah in the post. Can't get it to go. Now the Heat take it the other way. Here's Clutch. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. Clutch has got 6 in the quarter. The Bulls have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Richardson kicks to Boozer. They need this. And it's Haslam with the rebound. Haslam's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Richardson against Wade. Here's Clutch. Six to shoot. The baseline J. He squares up and sinks it. Clutch has got 20 points.
Boy, they've been shooting well from mid-range here.
Here's Robinson. He's got 9. Rebound by the Heat. Harrington's got his 4th rebound in this one. It's Allen with the drive. The shot's good on the assist by Wade. And the Heat lead by 15.
And it has been total domination on their part.
Yeah, they haven't put the parking brake on at all. They're continuing to go full throttle and pile up the points.
Outside Boozer. And again, Chicago. No good. The Heat leading by 15. Here's Wade. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. 26 points for Wade.
You know, they've really made the best of their chances down the middle of the lane here.
Yeah, they haven't met much resistance down in the paint, so I think you've got to continue to pound the ball down low.
Outside Robinson. Outside Rose. Shot to stop the drought. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. And that's now 25 points for Rose. Balanced scoring, Clark and Steve, for them. They're moving it well.
Yeah, you love to see teams share the sugar. Everybody getting a touch, everybody enjoying an opportunity to score it. That makes it a lot of fun for everybody on the court.
You know, it sounds better when you say it than watching it. Okay? I like better when you say it. Sharing the sugar. Right, Steve?
Yeah, pass the cream, too. I mean, while you're at it. I mean, this has been something to watch. I mean, just everybody getting involved.
Down low. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Rose. Robinson with it. Wade picks him up. And here's Rose. He's got 25. Boozer a screen on Wade. Feeds to Boozer. 5 to shoot. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got his 6th assist on the night. The Heat leading by 14. Passes it to Harrington. Over Robinson. And another basket for Miami. Well, the Bulls shooting straight 49% from the field. Noah with a screen for Rose. Back to Dang. Puts the lead pass in front of him. Blocked. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
Had a chance here to check out some stats on Dwayne Wade. His last month of basketball has been fantastic. 3rd in shooting percentage. And he's just been so consistent from the foul line, ranking in the top 15 in free throw percentage.
And Steve, you mentioned his sky-high field goal percentage ranking. I mean, he's got both the technique and the patience and discipline that all really great shooters have to be efficient and productive.
Here's Clutch. Launches a 3. Nice D from Dang.
I like the defense, guys, really getting a hand up and challenging shots.
Yeah, Steve, lurking on that shot, and that was a tough one.
Rose dishes to Boozer. Harrington's there. From the stripe. Offensive rebound. A second chance effort. Tried to tip it in, but couldn't quite get it. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Cole's got the ball. And Luol Deng pulls it down. Bulls trail by 14. Kicks it to Boozer. And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
Udonis Haslem. He's checked in for Norris Cole. The dish to Haslem. Muhammad's there. The feed to Harrington. Fires the three. Scooped up. Here's LeBron. And the running layup is good. LeBron's now got 22. There's 48 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Rose with the ball. Wade picks him up. Back to Hamilton. Jacks up a three. And the Bulls another three.
He's going to take that shot every time if he has that much room to get it off.
It's stolen by Rose. Wade with the block. Tries again, and it's Boozer that time in the assist from Richard Hamilton. Hamilton's got his third assist on the night.
He may single-handedly bring his team back, guys. What a fantastic quarter he's having.
Here's Clutch, covered by Hamilton. Fade away. No good on that last second attempt there. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams putting up points. Heat lead by 9. From the United Center in Chicago, back in a moment.
The newest issue of Dime magazine just hit the shelves. Clutch with Top Billing. He talks about managing the spotlight from his growing fan base.
While we're still getting underway here in the fourth, let's go down to Doris Burke, who has our Sprite Uncontainable Game Report. Doris?
Kev, as you might have guessed, the uncontainable game today goes to the Miami Heat. No big errors on their part, and they've been the team that wants it more so far. It's that extra bounce in their step that has been the difference maker for them.
Stolen by Robinson. Here we go, one-on-one. On the court for the Heat. Clutch in a two-guard. Haslam's out there with Al Harrington. Then it's LeBron James. And it's Wade in at the point guard. Back to LeBron. Right up. The shot's good on the assist by Wade. Wade's got his 8th assist in the game.
That's 4 of their last 5 buckets now coming in the paint area.
And they're in attack mode right now, barreling in there with bad man intentions.
Here's Richardson. It's hauled in by the Heat. LeBron's now got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Clutch. Into Harrington. Up and in on the layup. And it's an 11-point Heat lead.
Well, the D just letting them go inside with impunity. Way, way too easy.
That's 10 of their last 12 points now in the paint area.
He feeds it to Richardson. Over LeBron. Richardson missing again. The Heat leading by 11. Here's the floater. Gets it to go. Clutch has got 12 points here in the second half.
Carving them up inside there, Kevin. I mean, the defense has been vulnerable in there.
Yeah, that's 3 straight field goals in the paint area. That's really good offense.
And here's Richardson outside. No luck. The Heat go the other way with it. 17 points was their biggest margin.
Shooting-wise, he's having a tough quarter. I mean, he just seems to have gone cold. Can't find the basket. I'm not sure if any play is going to top that one.
Maybe the only play that could beat it is another alley-oop jam.
Yep. Even then, it'd be hard to execute it any better than that one.
Rose goes in. Outside Robinson. He dishes it to Richardson. Noah. Bulls moving the ball around. Robinson. Can they get it? And Noah with a nice bucket inside.
Well, not only does he excel at getting those offensive rebounds, but he's really good getting putbacks and layups off of those boards.
LeBron passes to Haslem. Here's Clutch. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Wade. Over Rose. And it's Miami with another.
And he's a go-to scorer for a reason, Kevin. He's aggressive. He can adapt to what the defense is doing. You can put your best defender on him. It doesn't matter. Wade will still find ways to get to the basket.
Yeah, he's able to make acrobatic finishes and shots that you just can't believe he does. I mean, it takes your breath away, Steve. It's a hard shot, an impossible shot for most players, but for him, it almost seems par for the course.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Well, guys, I was able to listen in on what Eric Spoelstra was going over with his team in that last huddle. He said to them, the lead we've got now is nice, but I want to make it even nicer. This is when we put the hammer down. It doesn't look like he's ready to back off just yet, guys.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. Haslam hits both of them.
Wow, what a turnaround from the line this happened. Not one foul shot missed yet.
Well, when you have the lead and you're trying to close out games, you've got to make free throws, and that's exactly what they're doing.
Rose attacking. It's stolen by Wade. Here's Clutch. Here's Haslam, and that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
Yeah, the fans not agreeing with the call there.
Well, that's one way to get a reaction from the fans, guys.
Robinson kicks it to Noah. Back to Robinson for three. Here's Boozer, and he drops it in following the offensive rebound.
His shooting percentage is off the charts, guys. He's really hitting his shots today.
Wade against Rose. Here's Haslam. And the rebound goes to Nate Robinson.
And you got to like the defense inside, really protecting the rim.
Challenging shots and making his presence felt around the rim, that's exactly what he can give you.
This has been a game for him to forget. So far, anyway. We'll see if he can pick it up.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. And a moment to check out Miami, who they've got coming up. After this run, they're off to Philadelphia to take on the 76ers. And that will conclude a 4-game road trip.
Yeah, I'll be looking forward to seeing how that Philadelphia game turns out, guys.
Rose kicks to Robinson. Back to Rose. And it's a defensive 3-second violation.
Chicago ball.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Robinson dishes to Richardson. Back to Robinson. Clock at 6. Tries it from the top of the key, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And here's what the Chicago Bulls schedule is looking like. They'll be off to Charlotte for a meeting with the Bobcats after this one. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. Luol Deng is checked in for Nate Robinson. And it's the Heat with the ball. 17 points was their biggest margin. LeBron with the bucket. LeBron's now got 6 here in this quarter.
Yeah, we're now starting to see them get some high percentage shots in the paint.
Yeah, that's 5 of their last 6 buckets inside the lane, so they're getting really high percentage looks down there.
Noah, and again, Chicago. No good. And the dunk by Boozer.
Look at that effort. Does he set a great example out there or what?
On plays like that, he does, sure. What work on the offensive glass we see with him.
Yeah, that was awesome. Put back with the slam. Are you kidding me?
Here's Clutch. Back to Wade. And the layup is good. Wade's got 12 points in just the second half.
Boy, you can't just let a team run amok on you inside the paint like that. You got to show some fight and some force.
It's one of my favorite words, Clark, amok. They are running amok. It's time for them to start playing harder defensively.
Marked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call.
Costly mistake there.
Yeah, trailing in the game, you can ill afford a miscue like that.
The Heat leading by 15. Here's Clutch. Back to Wade. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
This is not the slam dunk contest. You don't get do-over. You got to finish the job.
Richardson for 3. The shot misses. And the Heat going the other way now.
Boy, it's been a rough day for him, Kevin. I mean, he's not the only reason they're down right now, but he's certainly one of them.
Here's Clutch. No good. Rose with some nice D. Bulls trail by 15. In low to Boozer. Shoots from the elbow. That's good on the jump shot. Boozer's got 6 in the quarter.
You know, he's always been like a bad window washer, a streaky shooter. I mean, he's definitely in one of those grooves right now.
Clutch. Rebound by the Bulls. Noah's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. They'll be off to Charlotte for a meeting with the Bobcats after this one. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them.
Well, you know, that Charlotte game has a lot of attention on it, guys.
And it's Rose missing.
And the fadeaway was about his only option there. Really good defensive position.
The drive by LeBron. In for the dunk.
Yeah, he flushed that one down and then hung around the marble at his work a little bit.
Yeah, getting acquainted with that rim.
And giving the photographers an extra second or two, I guess.
Wade against Rose. He kicks it to Boozer. Outside Dan. Fires from deep. Offensive rebound. Rose cannot hit.
Some rugged defense there against one of the stronger finishers in the game.
Here's Clutch. Now the pass to Harrington. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. On defense, the Bulls. 15-point game. Gets the bucket.
But you like the execution there, springing their man open and getting him the easy hoop.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
And Boozer backs in. The jump hook, and that one's good. Boozer's got 24 points.
Well, you just see them taking it strong into the paint over and over again.
Yeah, that really seems to be the strategy, partner. I mean, pound it inside.
Here's Harrington, and that one's good. And the Heat lead by 17.
Offensively, just hammering away in the paint.
And that's 10 straight points inside, too.
Now Rose. On the wing, Jason Richardson. And it's Haslam with the rebound. Haslam's got 14 rebounds tonight, going after.
Been a tough quarter for him. He has not been able to make a shot here.
Here's Clutch. Richardson cover. Here's Harrington. Here's Haslam. The second chance bucket is good. Haslam's got 6 points in the quarter.
Looking to close this game out strong here.
Yeah, this one will be put away if they can get just a few more buckets. You can put it on ice.
Here's Rose. Wade with the defensive effort.
Kevin, not a single point in this quarter for him. Obviously, not what they need right now. He's got to score.
You know, you look at the way a point guard develops at a young age. Most of them turn the ball over quite a bit. And the game is happening so fast, they're trying to figure out what they can or can't do on the floor. But the more experience they get, generally speaking, the better they get at handling the ball.
Noah, he's guarded by Haslam. Kicks it out to Richardson. And that one's on target from the wing. Here's Clutch. Just one more assist and he'll have the double-double.
I love the awareness he's shown in the half court tonight.
And Steve, you speak of that from both a GM and a former guard. You've got certainly a great resume in both those areas. It just takes time to adjust to the speed of the game at the NBA level.
And sometimes these talented point guards are so good, Kevin, that they have to figure out, what they can and can't do. They feel like they can do everything, so they come into the league and they've got to just make some mistakes and learn from them and then eventually settle down and become efficient.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession. So Chicago ends up going with the new group. And a new group in for the Heat. Rashard Lewis, he's checked in for Harrington. James Jones comes in for LeBron. Ray Allen has checked in for Udonis Haslem. And it's Chalmers in for Dwayne Wade. Miami controlling the game. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game. That's good.
Doesn't look like they're going to take it easy on them down the stretch.
It certainly doesn't look like it. I mean, they're still aggressively attacking the basket and putting up points.
Now, here's Chalmers. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. Some days, Clark, everything goes right for a team, and they just had one of those games.
Yeah, it certainly was. I mean, these guys played a great all-around basketball game here.
Thank you for joining us for this presentation of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. For Clark, Steve, and Doris, and the rest of the crew, Kevin Harlan saying see you next time.
Points for you tonight. You have to feel like you played a major role in this win with all of your offensive contributions. Any thoughts on your performance?
Yeah, I was definitely happy with the way things turned out. I thought the team played well as a whole, though, to tell you the truth. It's great that I was able to contribute to the win as much as I did, but my individual performance isn't really my main concern. You know what I'm saying? I'll give mine if it makes sense for the team, but I'm happy to step aside if it don't feel right. Good team win, baby. That's all I can say.